Greg Oz, and now Larry Mitchell on electric guitar.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday Night Live. An interesting Tuesday Night Live. All right, who we got here? Margaret. Hey Margaret. Thank you. In Atlanta, on YouTube, Twitch and DF Dub, and Dallas. Are you back in Dallas now? I come to town, Twitch and DF Dub. I was like, I gotta get out of here. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Mom's on. My mom's on YouTube. Let's see. Jeannie Thompson's in Montgomery on Twitch. Remind you guys that Jeannie's record is out. We did a record together called Myth of Water. It's poetry and music. I did the music. Jeannie did the poetry. And it's on Bandcamp. Eileen Perez on YouTube and Vince Janella on YouTube. Vince. Hey Vince, I caught a little bit. I think I caught a little bit of a show. I think I caught it afterwards, unless it was last week's show. That's what it was. Never Not Whammy. Thank you. I'm not crushing it. I'm having fun today. I'm trying a bunch of stuff. And so you guys know I went to Dallas over the weekend and played, and Scott plays bass with me. So some of the tracks, the set that we did in Dallas, we didn't play with a drummer, so it was just tracks, but the drum track. So I took the bass out. I forgot to put the bass back in today. So I went to play in Godward Trust. I'm like, there's no bass in that. And then I had to go, oh, wait, what songs did we play in Dallas? Oh, yeah, I can't do that, can't do this song, can't do that. So I'm playing songs I haven't played in a while, and I'm just having fun. Trying some new camera angle stuff. Hey, Stephen Famillo. Oh, man, sorry about your loss of your friend. Sorry about your loss. I had to go. I was trying to get a different camera angle, and so when I try and create something new, it goes black. I guess I could do it a different way. Let me see if this works. Studio mode. So if it's studio mode, if I create a new scene, oh look at that! I could do it. Without messing up, without stopping anything. You learn something new every day, right? If you don't learn something new, then something's wrong. I just learned something new. Thank you, Jeannie. Hey, Brett in Oregon. So something happened. Is it flooding there? It's been flooding, everywhere I went, it was flooding. It was crazy. So, Brett, I hope you're right. I can't tell if that's what's going on. I'm reading the comments backwards. Vince, hit the like button. Yes, thank you guys. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps. It really does help the algorithm send it out to more people. Someone is calling me right now. Michael Turner in Australia. If you're calling me right now, I cannot answer. Can I answer? Should I answer? I'm going to Australia. Hold on. Hey, Michael.
Hey.
I'm live right now.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah, so they hear your voice as well. I'll call you back.
Okay, call me at the end of your session.
All right. Hope it's good news. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, how's Michael Turner? Sorry I had to answer a phone call. I'm going to Australia in September, unless that was him telling me that I'm not. I'm going to Australia in September. And let's see, who else? Mount Cameron, Texas. MC Mount Cameron, Texas? You know, it's not as easy. It's well, no, it's definitely not easy today. It's fun. Tom K in Colorado. Hey, Tom. I should put a little. Ronaldo. Hello. Let's see who else did I miss up here. Ooh, Harold E. Collins. Cool, thank you. Let's see, you bought a Nano Cortex? Or Quad Cortex. Very nice. I have a Nano Cortex as well. Let's see. Oh, McCammon, Texas. Super chat. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hey, Terry Douglas. It is on. I'll get back to the new comments in a second. I just want to say hello to everybody. Cookie Monster, hello. Eileen Perez, thank you for the super chat. Hello, Aunt Thelma and Janet. Watching. Oh, that's where I see it. Margaret's on. Eileen. Tom K. Oh, Felicia Harding. I can't stay. Many people in your house. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in and saying hello. Yaya Twitchity. Hello. All right. So that's from the beginning. Now, what did I miss now down here? Vince, I have a great time in Australia. Really, really great time in Australia. Hey, cousin David. I'm leaving right before you guys get there. David, yeah, I'm going to be there all of September. I have commitments here in October, and I also have to go back to Australia in May of next year. But we'll talk. We'll talk afterwards or tomorrow. Well, I'm going to miss you guys by 12 days. Hey, cousin David, where are you going in Australia? I'm going to be in Brisbane mostly, I think. Suncoast, Gold Coast, Brisbane, the main part of Brisbane, and there's some other stuff I think that's happening. I'm not sure. Michael's watching. McCammon, Texas, you recently got the Fender Tone Master Pro 2. My friend Mark Phillips, I did a video. He's using that after trying a bunch of different things too. You'll be here in April? Cool. All right, cousin Dave. I actually wanted to play Athena, David, but I don't know if I have the. Let me just see. I don't know if that's going to work. It might. Let me see. All right. What's coming up? Hey, Pat. Patrick. Welcome. Thank you, Jeannie. May Sim. Great to listen while watching the night sky. All right, I bet it's beautiful out. So I'm missing something. So Brett, was there a flood or an earthquake? I'm trying not to. I gotta remind myself, do not read while I'm playing. I'm looking over and I'm like watching some of the comments go by, and it's not good. But so I hope everyone's all right. I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen any news. Hey, Braxel. Hey, Jeff Eason. Jeff and I played together for a while, 30 years or so, up in Seattle area, and the NAMM show. A tsunami warming for the West Coast. 8.7 in Russia. Okay, all right. Drawing Gary to watch now. All right, wow. 8.7 is that's a serious earthquake. Hi, Felicia. Welcome back. I'm a little limited in songs. I don't remember what I took the bass out of. All right. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Stephen. I'm trying. What's coming up? See if I can remember. There's so many things in this scene. Where it's coming up? Shows, posters. What's it? Where? Promo clips, posters. Who made this? Oh wait, I did. Show? No. Show posters. Look at that. Look at that. Coming up August, the last Friday in August. I'm playing with Jesse Bennett. JJ Bennett and the Mercy. We will be at David's 105 Listening Room. And that's in, I believe that's in Athens, Georgia. And I don't have the other information. I don't know if you could see it on there. It's 7 o'clock to 11. It's North Atlanta, basically. A little bit of a hike from Atlanta downtown. And so that's Friday, August 29th. And then Sunday, August 31st, I will be in Seattle, which I don't have the flyer for, at the Kitsap Blues Festival. I was trying to do the band thing, but it's just going to be a solo 30-minute set, and it's going to be fun. And hopefully next year we get to do it full band. That is Sunday, August 31st. I think that's the Kitsap Blues Festival. Yeah, I don't remember what town it's in. And I think I'm on at 6 o'clock, 6 to 6:30 on the smaller stage, not the main stage. So hopefully next year we'll be on the main stage with the full band. And then after that, I'll be in Australia. So let's see. I don't think there's any other shows coming up before that. A lot of production. Yeah, Jeff, I was trying. I really was trying. We'll talk about it, but hopefully next year, get an earlier start on it now. Brett, how long will I be in Australia? I'll be in Australia for a month, as far as I know, because I do have some commitments in here in October. And that's it. Hey guys, I'm in a relaxed mood. It's hot. I'm in a relaxed mood today. Just hanging out, trying some new stuff on the machines. If you guys know, I'm no longer doing Switcher Studio. I'm doing it in OBS, and I'm trying to get it all happening, get it back, and get the flow of using that. And I forgot, I have a Bluetooth switch pedal board that I can switch some of the scenes, right? And it's over there, not turned on. Should be under me. I'm working on it. Thank you, Felicia. Hey, Brett, I'm going where they want me. I'm going where people want me. So yeah, if I can do some stuff in Australia, I'm happy. I love it. It's great. I don't know if I have that video at 1080, Brett. Which video? Funk the Man. Hey man, yeah, I saw your message. I did not make it to New Hampshire or Vermont because the show got canceled. So my stream, I don't know if the stream outputs. What you're on? I don't know if the stream outputs at 1080. I am at 1080 actually, right? Maybe it's the light. Oh, wait. Here you go, Brett. Is it this camera's better? This is my laptop camera, so this camera's better. But but I need this one to look this way. So. Yes, I want to come back to New Hampshire. I haven't played New Hampshire in forever. I think it was 98, 99? 98. Said 97, 98. 1997, 98. Yeah, so Brett, it's just different cameras. That's an iPhone. This is the camera on the laptop. So it is what it is. I guess I could try and get a USB-C 4K streaming camera. What do you call those? What do you call those? The brain's not working right now. Phone 2 Man, I don't know who Mike Hickey's touring with right now. I saw he was out of the country or on the road. He's not back with Bonamassa, right? I think he's maybe it's Tracy Guns. Do I love the M4? M4? The M4? I have not been able to use it yet. I haven't got all my stuff converted over. And I'm in the middle of I just finished one. I'm in the middle of one more major record that I can't just switch over to. I mean, it's mostly set up. It's not totally set up, so I can't use it on this record, although it would be great to use it on this record, but I have to make sure everything, and after Saturday, I should be able to do that. Should be able to. So yeah, I haven't switched over to it yet. I set everything up, almost everything up. There's still a couple of things, some plugins that have to get authorized to that, and I have to switch over my some of my libraries to be authorized on that computer. Vince, don't do what? There's much more to set up the camera. Oh, yeah. Well, I won't take it on the road. So the idea is to be able to, so this I can take, this is my laptop, and I always have my phone with me. So I can do everything with two cameras on the road, and I don't need a separate microphone. Right now I'm using a microphone on the computer. I'm not using a separate plug-in microphone. And I'm in my studio. I could do that, but there's always, like you said, Vince, there's always more stuff to go wrong. So when I'm on the road, I don't have extra lights, and I can't carry everything. I can't carry my guitar gear that I need to perform with, merchandise, and extra gear for streaming. So if I could do it with just a laptop and an iPhone, I'm awesome. So I'm happy about that. So again, this camera. Oh wait, actually I have it. Do I have it in here? But it's no, I don't. So this camera, Brett, is better. But in order to use that for talking and not being able to read, I would have to mount it right on top of this camera, which would just be a one camera shoot. Brett, you backflip off the balcony into new tech. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it all the time. If I wasn't busy, I could do it. But then if I wasn't busy, I couldn't afford to buy a new computer. And I wouldn't need a new computer. So catch 22. All right, what else? I might play one more song. What else? Can't do Tunnel, can't do Shadows in the Soul, can't do Unforgotten, can't do Reflections. I haven't done Reflections in a long time. Let me do that. See if I remember it. Hey, Kylie. Okay. Is that Kylie okay? Yeah, it's Wednesday afternoon. I'm just talking about Australia. I'll be back in Australia in September. Is it Kylie? How do you... Kylie Smiley. I'm gonna go with that. All right, Frank the Man, Keene, New Hampshire. I miss Keene, New Hampshire. I have some great stories about let me tell one quick story. The first time I went up to Keene, New Hampshire, I spoke with someone set me up with Frank the Man and Mark Bond, and only talked to Mark. I think I only Jeff. We didn't talk on the phone, right? Just Mark. Talk with Mark, who's played bass with me, and I think most of the time he was working in a music store, so most of the time he had a guitar in his hand, so we were talking about parts. But I hadn't heard him play bass. I hadn't heard Jeff play drums, and my friend Dave, who passed away. The bear story, another bear story. Dave, who passed away, drove me in snowstorm from New York to Keene, New Hampshire, and I mean it took forever because it was snowing. And why we were going there in the winter, but so the whole time we're talking about how exciting the gig's going to be. It's going to be cool and blah blah blah. Never played with these guys before. Sent them some songs, and then the instructions, Jeff, I think you said to stop at this Chinese restaurant, which has a nightclub, which is the thing up there, and make a phone call because we didn't have cell phones back then. It was 1992, 93, and so I get out of the car. I walk without slipping and falling in the snow. I walk inside. I use a payphone. I call Jeff so that he knows that we're headed to the rehearsal. He had to tell me where it was or something like that. And Jeff, I don't know if you noticed, I get back in the car, and Dave just matter of factly goes, "So you ready for the rehearsal?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "So what are you gonna do if these guys suck?" I'm like, for 8 hours. He, it never came up. It never crossed my mind. It never, ever came up. And what am I going to do if it doesn't sound good? I just was like, all right, it's going to work. And so now for the last, half hour, that's all I could think about. Oh, crap. We get this big gig. It was a music convention, right? A record convention, Jeff? And and then we show up. And the rehearsal was at someone's house. They were living in an old chocolate factory. Jeff, help me out here if you're still watching. And so the first day I said, all right, let's get it out of the way. We played Political Rain first. And they nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And I was like, oh, Dave putting that thought in my head. But anyway. We had a blast. Jeff says we had a blast. Yes, Lupo's. It was Lupo's and CMJ. What's Lupo? But was that didn't we rehearse in someone's house that had a boat in it, but you told me it was an old chocolate factory? And we had Dave's car packed with all of my gear. I used to carry a huge rack. Okay, go. All right, Jeff. Take it easy. College Music Journal. That's right. Yes, the College Music Journal. Got it. It was a weird building, right? There was a boat inside. Go hang with your wife, Jeff. I'm going to play one more song. Because I've been on for a while. I'm going to play one more song. It was a boat, Vince. I don't know how big but it was a boat. It wasn't like a little fishing, like a little You were nervous? Not as nervous as I was after Dave asked me that question. There's so many. I tell these stories at house concerts. I haven't told that one in a while. But Jeff, I have mentioned the bear, your bear story, and your roommate when we got there before you got there. I did tell that at the house concerts, which is hilarious. All right, guys, I'm gonna do one more song. This is I'm gonna do Sister. I believe there's bass in this. I believe. Oh, it turned out pretty great, Jeff. That first gig too at the restaurant. Was that the first gig? Then we we went to a restaurant after the rehearsal and played before we went to the music convention, which was in Rhode Island. Jeff, I did not know you toured with Vinx. Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to do one more song. I'll be right back. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, maintenance. Thank you, Felicia. I'm signing off as well. Japsy2, thank you very much. Jeannie Thompson, Steve Harmony. Brett, that is it's turning on the fuzz. So here, pedal back is. Yeah, so pedal back is, you can't see it. That is scene 4. 3, 4. Yep. So, so this is Steven, I'll give you a call afterwards. So, Brett, this is just the Plexi, the 1987X. When I bring the expression pedal in, it turns basically the volume of the it turns the drive up on the fuzz, so I can play, which I didn't do in that song because the knob was in a weird spot. So the chords are without it, and then the melody has the fuzz in it. Without that, it would be. So I just bring it in. And then Harold, is it Harold? Harold Shimmer with the Wind, yes. I call it living reverb. All right. Oh, thanks, Stephen. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Brett. Vince, I couldn't do Tunnel tonight. It's because my tracks. I played in Texas on Saturday, and I played with a bass player, Scott Robbins. So the looper has all the songs in the set that are in the looper are the versions without the bass. So I can't. It would be very complicated to go over there and do that. It would be very complicated to do that right now. I can't do it. Is it a preset that you need in the FM3 that's on it? No, I have it on the FM9. I have the guitar part is not the problem. Adam, Bleed by Meshuggah. I don't know any Meshuggah songs, and also just play my own stuff. But it's cool. I just don't play any other stuff. Actually, you guys should hear it. Here we go. Brett, static? There's static? You still hear static now? Wait, let me see. I gotta read Brett's. Glassy was smooth. Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Adam. All right. With that said, it's time to call it a night. It's time to call it a night. Thank you guys for tuning in to Tuesday Night Live. And oh, I'm sorry, but I'll watch the Twitch stream, but I'm sending this. So if it's not done on YouTube or Facebook, I'm not sure what. What's different? I got a limiter on everything. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. Do that. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to It Happened. What happened? It's Tuesday Night Live. I'll see you guys on Sunday night for It Happened on a Sunday. Acoustic show. You guys stay safe, healthy, and happy. And Brett, look out, and everybody on the West Coast, look out for any tall waves. Quote by my friend Zach. I like to end with. Do I have it? So yep. When I gave all my love, I've gone home, they'll say it was here, and put a little dent in fear. And then I made someone smile. I hope it made you guys smile tonight. I did. I'll try and Kylie, as soon as I get the Australian performances, I will post them. Yeah, as soon as I get them, I'll post them. Dale Palmer, thank you. Braxel, Eileen, Tom K, Mason, Adam, Japsy2. Thank you guys so much. Steven and Kat, Yaya Twitchity, Vince. Who am I missing? Felicia Harding, Twitching DF Dub. All right, you guys, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you on Sunday.
Larry Mitchell, everybody, on guitar. guitar. Larry, welcome to the show. Larry, nice job. Larry Mitchell. Wow, nice, man.